softball tournament. There's my good friend Timmy Koronkowski playing third. Moist Remax winter bracket championship game. So Remix beat Fish. Moist beat JGE to get here. And there's a swinging right through it. So I'm having trouble reading the writing here. I think that might be Luttrell leading off here. So we're over here. There's a little noise with a boombox over there. Line drive off of Gibbs. Coates came in, couldn't make the play, so leadoff man out on hard line drive off of Jeff Hernandez. We saw Coates in the game we streamed earlier today. He was cutting on a dime and making a couple of those plays. It looked like he bobbled it just a hair. And here's Wes Shannon. Wes, of course, with BTA. Again, the Fat Kids dropped out today, so they only had 5 in the open division. We'll get to some rules in a second. And Wes Shannon grounds it up the middle through. So Luttrell makes it to third. Runners on the corner. Remix coming out of the box hot here. Brings up the ageless one, Anthony Brewer. So again, we're fighting a little sun. Hopefully we're not going to have any equipment problem. And Brewer sweeps a hit into right field. So first lead of the ball game. First 3 hitters reach here, and Remix looking good right out of the gate. And brings up Davi with Travis Smith on deck. So we got 4 teams left. Right now, the only team that's been eliminated, cease and desist, 2 and Q, as they say. And here's Davi. And right now, down in the losers bracket, you got Fish playing JGE. And there's a little roller to Mastari. He'll come the short way. That's all they'll get. So first out of the inning brings up Travis Smith. We'll get to some rules in between innings.
Ground ball, Trevor, ground ball.
So a little breeze blowing. It's actually blowing on the camera. That should help. We are kind of almost right in the middle of the sun being almost at its highest point here. You can see the shadows are almost just directly on the players. Travis goes deep. Ryan Russ got a beat on it, makes the catch. Easy tag for Brewer. He's going to keep scoring. And Mastari hits the cutoff man. Now they got Ron, the courtesy runner, in a pickle. And they make the play. So unconventional double play. Second run of the inning did score, though. And as we head to the bottom of the first, it's 2-0. Remix. So Travis gave it a ride. Ryan Russ, who normally throws the ball pretty good, thrown into a big cross breeze. And that allowed the runner to score from second. But Ron, as a courtesy runner, took a big turn. The good news was the cutoff man, Jeff Hernandez, the throw was accurate in that context. And that allowed them to get Ron in a rundown. So this is Chicago 16-inch style softball, 60-foot bases. You can lead off, but you can't steal. 38 from the rubber to the point of home plate. 6-12 on the arc, 1-1 count. Because it's snow glove, the pitcher can take a drag step, 1 step left, right, or back. 2 fakes or hesitation. Third arm action must be to deliver the ball home. A throw or fake to the base is considered one of your fakes or hesitations. And short fences, we saw in the first game. Short fence here by the dugout. Short big opening right here. On the first base side, we see a lot of balls that the first baseman can't secure go through there. And like I said, we got a win coming in, basically right field, left field corner type win. And there's a little punch out to left, and Jazz Golden makes the play. Of course, Jazz, a member of the High Y team. Again, a lot of major players on the field. It's an entire open division. Playing on which teams out here. Insight into who might be recruiting who, as we are in full-on recruiting season for next year already out here in Chicago. So here's PJ Raines, a member of Flashback. PJ hits a bullet off a little wall, and he just can't seem to find the handle on it. And he's got terrific hands. You don't see that very often, but PJ smoked it. So first base runner for Moist, and it brings up Jeff Mastari. So a couple of pretty good-looking teams here. Mastari, a little flare the other way. Anthony Brewer makes the catch. Of course, we don't see Brewer on the infield very much. He's playing second base. Long-time center fielder. Played a little professional baseball back in the day, but you see he tracked that ball pretty easy. And it brings up Tommy Coates. And Tommy hits a fly ball. Jazz is tracking it, and he makes the catch. So they threaten, don't score. We'll head to the second, 2-0 remix. I'm thinking of the real estate agents there. So we go to the second, 2-0 lead. And as usual, I got a lot of glare at this time of the day, so sometimes the scoreboard and the innings, it's difficult to see. So it's going to be Jazz Golden, Shavante Samuels, Cap, and Lil Woo coming up here for Remax. And there's Jeff Dillman wearing his Ming the Merciless beard, hiding behind Tyler, of course. Jeff, longtime softball guy. So here's Jazz Golden. I don't see Jazz's mom out here. And there's a little cut shot. Mastari goes back. Getting back to the play Brewer made, we saw a game earlier when we did the Moist game, and there was a little flare that got hit in that game. And PJ and Coates didn't really get out there, and the center fielder, Pat Coates, couldn't get to it, and the ball wasn't hit that far. And there's another ball up the middle, so Cap is on with the one-out single. And that's going to bring up Lil Woo playing third base. And, of course, here's Elbow coaching third. Him and Tony Ward put that good BTA team together that won the men's major national championship out in Joliet a few years ago. And, of course, that was backed up by High Y. And there's a line drive. Mastari, discretion, the better part of valor. He thought about throwing it across and then just decided to hold on. So here's Howard to short center. And they said he had a very impressive game against Fish this morning. They said he hit a 2 or 3 run homer, and there's a little dying quail, and Coates ran a mile, got it, tumbled, and held on. Let's take a look at that on the replay. Pat, and I like what he did. midsection, kept his elbows kind of off the ground. Good-looking ball player there. Nice play. So we'll head to the bottom of the second. Still 2-0. You might have heard some of the Moist guys telling Jeff Hernandez to keep the ball up on Howard. So he might be a 12-inch guy or a guy just transitioning in. So Timmy Korinkowski, Mike Manzella, and Pat Coates coming up here for Moist. Angelo Felicia. We have seen balls hit the left field in this tournament with the way the wind's blowing take off a little bit. So the outfielder's playing a little deeper than normal. So here's Mike Manzella. And Manzella, sweeper, Howard makes the play. So that's a nice play there by Howard. He's made a couple in the ball game now. We're only in the second inning. Here's Pat Coates. Moist kind of started out a little slow in their first game. Then they got it going a little bit later. And if anybody is watching, let me know if we're still live, because I got a message on my screen, but the screen says live. Hey, Ty.
That boy Rock!
Hey, I think we dropped the stream there just for a split second.
That boy Rock!
Hey, I think we dropped the stream there just for a split second. What you missed was Coates got on base, Ryan Russ with a double, and Moist is on the board, cutting into this 2-0 lead. So again, not sure why it dropped the signal.
You're good.
Camera does not feel like it's heating up at all. And Julian Gutierrez flares one foul down the left field line. Shane Lawler on deck. So again, we've been having issues during the day quite a bit this summer. So we're going to try to hopefully not have any more issues today. I'm going to try to shield the camera here a little bit with my score sheet.
I'm on business for 5 hours.
So here's Julian Gutierrez. And there's a little roller over to short. And they make the play at first. Good hustle there. Couldn't get it, but so we head to the third, 2-1 remix. So usually when this starts happening, sometimes with the camera, it does affect my ability to use the replay. So we'll keep that in mind. It didn't start acting up until I used the replay function. But we are live now, so let's hope that continues. So 2-1 ball game here in the third. And it's going to be Ron, Angelo, and then Latrell coming up here. 10-11-1. Ron normally likes to cut the ball, and there a little one hopper right at the short center. Little pitch and catch for out number one. So Jeff Hernandez and Gibbs and Bob Rush Jr. running the Moist team, and you got Tony Ward, CC, and Elbow running the Remax team. It's a lot of brain power. So here's Angelo. And Angelo, just a soft little push, into the outfield for a one-out single, Ron Ronald courtesy, and they're back to the top.
Jibbers, your hole. Hey, Ron, pick me up. Just look at me.
And that's a good point that Elbow's making. A lot of time these guys run the bases and they're looking over their shoulder. And there's a little push the other way. Brian Kearns' long run does make the catch. And that's an example where that wind was knocking that ball down, and PJ Rain's got to be a little bit more active trying to get out on that grass. So it brings up Wes Shannon from BTA. Wes an MVP at a major national and a mainstay on BTA these days. He's not wearing his normal yellow gloves. Wes a little superstitious about that. And there's a ground ball. Petey Rain's on the grass, and he throws, and Mastari cut it off. I'm not sure if it was on target or not. Might have had him if that ball wasn't cut off. But that's a nice job by PJ. He knew he wasn't going to get Wes, a left-handed hitter, and instead he threw the ball across the infield trying to hopefully get Ron. And here's Brewer. Little two-out threat here. And Brewer, line driving, Kornikowski lost the hat. The ball went behind his back, but he made the catch. So a little two-out threat goes by the board, still 3-1, as we'll head to the bottom of the third inning. It's going to be Shane Lawler, Jeff Hernandez, and then the top with Brian Kearns. So let's pay some bills. You see the Sweet Buzz logo up in the upper left-hand corner. They sell infused products. If you're an adult and you use them, check them out. Nick Drabel, 77, short center, for Moneyline, co-owner of that company. So check it out, talk to him, and he'll give you all the info you want. Line drive, nice play by Angelo Feliciano. So a couple of line drive juggling catches, the last two hitters. And of course, please use them responsibly. So here comes Jeff Hernandez. And Jibbs doesn't run all that well, so they're playing him deep on the infield. And Howard, taking charge right away, makes the catch. So 2 up, 2 down, and here comes Brian Kearns. Kearns still runs real well, and PJ has the capability of driving the ball, so you always want to try to keep these jackrabbits off base, and that ball whistled foul right past our location here on third base. So we're giving you a little different view of the ball game today. This one, anyway.
Well, good idea. Tell him. Probably gotta let him know. Hey, try it again. There you go. There you go. There you go. Try one more time.
Again, 1-1 count. Kearns and Angelo Feliciano in a save. Bang, bang at first. Angie made a nice play to knock that ball down. But Kearns, the lefty, just beat it out. If he's right-handed, he would have been out. So good speed aboard with 2 outs. He'll be taken off on the swing, and here's PJ. PJ, hard ground ball, cap, long throw, in time. So 2-out base runner can't do anything for it. And we're going to head to the 4th inning, still 2-1.
Hey, it used to be a V8, now it's a V4. Let's go lawnmower range.
So they are a little behind here, but this game is flying by. Some decent defense and not a lot of offense. So it's going to be Davi, Travis, and Jazz, 4, 5, and 6 for remix.
Come on, get the lead off out there.
So here's Davi. And this kid's got big pop when he wants to drive the ball. He's got big pop to all fields. Chips grabs the strike.
No flag. Don't cut no flag. Don't cut no flag.
And there he just tops it. Coates at short center. Flips it over. One up, one down. So Jib's got that second strike on Davi. Then he kind of tied him up there. And that was a very defensive swing there. So here's Travis Smith now. I always thought Travis should maybe try to drive the ball out to right field, right center a little bit more than he tends to do. And there he tries to go, and they just shoot in the box on Jib so far early in the game. As a matter of fact, out in Joliet, the year the High Y won, they were in a rock fight Friday night with Moneyline. And Travis hit a big home run to right center. Little Dave eventually walked Moneyline off, I believe, with a home run late in the game. So here's Jazz. And Jazz line drive to Koronkowski, big gun, and it throws it over the top of Shane Lawler, who got a hand on it. And again, with that short screen over there, it's unforgiving.
Why does he get dirt?
2 bases.
So when I get out of single on the infield, he overthrows, I get dirt?
No.
Then what's the difference?
The difference is you have an established first base when you hit the ground ball. It's where it leaves the defender's hand. So you technically get first base and then second base.
Yeah. Makes sense, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah. So here's Cap.
Oh, good bench.
Always willing to explain rules. That's the great misnomer. Everybody thinks on an infield ball. Yeah, I know. You're not the only one that asks that every time it happens. So that's the great misnomer, because as a batter, you haven't established that base. So Cap hits it the other way for the third out. So they get a break with the error. They can't capitalize. And we're going to head to the bottom of the fourth halfway through. 2-1 remix. But in that situation, the runner was already at first before the play started. He was a base runner. So when the ball gets away, he gets second and then third. That's why a lot of times when the throw comes in from the outfield and they give a base runner 2 bases, everybody thinks infield, outfield, but there's no difference. So leading off here, it's going to be Jeff Mastari, then Tommy Coates, and Timmy Koronkowski. So 3, 4, 5.
Come on! Jesus Christ!
And you might hear Jeff Hernandez is telling his guys, Angelo's throwing everything short, make the adjustment. Mastari off the pitcher. Brewer somehow managed to get there in the short outfield grass, leadoff man on. So both teams have been working the middle of the field here. And here's Tommy Coates. The only way I can tell the difference between him and his brother is Tommy wears a hat and Pat is not. And there, a little pop-up, and Little Woo makes the catch. Cap was there as well. Of course, Cap has played a lot of outfield himself, plays a lot of short center these days, but playing shortstop today. So here's Timmy Korenkowski. And Timmy, a little roller. This might be two. Over to Howard to throw. Safe at first.
Go get him. Come and see that one, bro.
And that was a good call. Timmy, not necessarily the fleetest of foot, but he hustled hard down the line, and that's a good lesson for your young kids. You can't get depressed in the box and lollygag it. If you miss-hit a ball, put your head down and run. And that does keep the inning alive for Mike Manzella. And Manzella tries to sweep the other way. And that's way out of play. 2 strikes.
Hey, Mikey, nobody better, Mike. Let's go.
And before Mike hurt that leg, he was hitting a lot of balls hard to left center. And kind of hurt that leg now. And still trying to get back into rhythm a little bit. And Mike, when we first saw him, also used to pull the ball hard quite a bit. And there he sweeps it the other way, but Jazz is there. And that's an example. He's just not quite getting the barrel out enough to get the ball more toward the alley. He's been hitting balls either up in the air down the line or up in the air right at left fielders. And when you miss time and you're not healthy, this is a tough game to play when your legs aren't right or you have any type of a hand type injury or a shoulder injury. This is a tough game to play. So we're going to head to the 5th. This game flying by. A little bit of a defensive struggle. Both teams with very active, fast outfields. So it's Little Woo, Howard, and Ron here. Little Woo way up in the box. And that pitch is inside. And Little Woo, he stands almost right on the plate. And Timmy Korenkowski, a little hard one-hop cut ball there that jumped up. And if you don't handle the ball clean, you're not going to beat him. As he's taking that swing, he's already got lean toward first. So here's Howard.
Wow.
So you can see they're trying to keep the ball short on him. And there he just reached up and slapped it into the outfield. Now the ball jumps up on Ryan Ross. You're welcome, bud.
Hey, Howie! Way to go!
So Howard just sat back, got a high pitch, and muscled it into left.
Middle here. Way to go!
So here's, looks like a pinch hitter. Young right fielder from